Yes, we need to feed you, blah, blah, blah. We've done this so many times. Hello, everybody, this is HyperCole64, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii. And yes, this is post-commentary. I would like to apologize for this, but I just felt that the commentary in this episode was kind of lackluster, even for my standards. So I'm redoing the commentary for your sake and mine. And with that being said, let's go ahead and feed this hungry Luma. He is now all full, which means it's time for him to... we can do it. Transform! So we have another galaxy to go to. This, I believe, is the Sand Spiral Galaxy. Yes, it is. And this galaxy is interesting in the sense that you sort of have two paths. And what I mean by two paths is that you have two power-ups that you can actually use for this level. Either Boom Mario or Beam Mario. And it's the level is called Choosing a Favorite Snack because of what I just said. You can either use Boom Mario or Beam Mario to go through this level. If you use Beam Mario, you'll have to use those poles to actually get through the quick stand, which is instant death, of course, as always. Or you can use Boom Mario, and you will have to dodge all the lights that are shining down on the sand. Personally, I would use Boom Mario because I think that's just... I believe it's easier just to dodge the lights that are shining down, or the spotlights, I mean. That's what they're called. Instead of just trying to grab onto the poles, because you have a limited amount of airtime with Beam Mario, which makes it... oh, I think that Toad just freaked out a little bit because I'm a ghost now. Ooh. But anyway, I find it a little bit harder to use Beam Mario in this level because of the fact of you do have a limited amount of flight time with Beam Mario, as always. So I believe getting to the poles is a little bit trickier than just using Boom Mario to get past this entire level. And I personally think dodging the spotlights is not that hard, despite Boom Mario being kind of slow. But this part of the level, I actually was a little bit confused on how I was going to do this. I was originally just going to do the path that they show right here on this planet, I guess, or multiple planets, I don't know. But I was originally just going to use like the path that you're supposed to take. But then in the middle of it, I was just like, frickin', I'm just going to take a shortcut. So I sort of took the path I was supposed to take, but at the same time, I sort of did a shortcut. You can basically... the basic shortcut is just basically jumping past all these planets to get to the middle because of the sense of gravity and such. It's just the easier way to go, and it's always how I've done that star. In fact, I don't think I found out that you can actually take a path until very recently, because I always just dashed through all those planets to get to this star. By the way, we got a regular star. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's just me, but whatever. Anyway, guys, we have a new galaxy open to us, and that is the Toy Time Galaxy. This is, again, one of the most memorable galaxies in the entire game, if not the most memorable, for the fact that it has all these toy-like galaxies, and the first mission is actually called Heavy Metal Mecha Bowser, and before you say anything, no, it's not like Mecha Bowser from Mario Sunshine. It is just a robot-type toy that, for some odd reason, is called Heavy Metal Mecha Bowser, even though it doesn't look anything like Bowser. Also, we have a remix of the original Super Mario Bros. Theme, which is another reason why this level is very memorable. But yes, this is Toy Time Galaxy. It has tons of colors. It has tons of toy-like galaxies, or not galaxies, planets. And it's a pretty fun level overall. You can definitely see a lot in the background. It's very colorful, and the theme to this level is obviously a remix of Super Mario Bros., but it's sort of a childish, kindergarten-type remix of Super Mario Bros., and it definitely fits the level very, very well. We also sort of have an introduction to these robots that you see right here. My friends have been kidnapped! Apparently his friends have been kidnapped, and they're actually on that Heavy Metal Mecha Bowser. Talk about a tedious name. So we need to go save him. The basic gist for this level is that, well, there are a few gimmicks. For one, there are these gravity-changing type platforms, or those arrows, I mean. First off, there's the pink stuff that you see right there. I'm going to call it gravity-defying platforms, because whatever, I don't know exactly what they're called. But basically, whenever you step on the pink platforms, or the pink floor, I guess? Pink ground? I don't know what you would call it. You basically stand on that pink ground. And the arrows that you see on the planet determine where the gravity is going, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to use one of the worst power-ups in the entire game, or if not the worst power-up in the entire game, which we did use in an earlier level, but this is where it's initially introduced and used, and that is Spring Mario. I explained this power-up already in the purple coin mission for Beach Bowl Galaxy, but I'll go ahead and explain it again because this is where this power-up gets initially introduced. But yeah, Spring Mario, basically, when you press the A button on the ground, you can spring very, very high, and the big problem with it is that it has the worst control in the entire game. That's basically why this is the worst power-up in the game. It just has the worst control in terms of power-ups. I mean, it's not a bad power-up by any means, but it's definitely my least favorite power-up in the entire game, mainly due to the control. I mean, it's fun to spring very, very high, but that's basically all it's used for. It's only used for springing very high, which makes it more of a situational type of power-up, in my opinion. So, while it's not a bad power-up, it's definitely my least favorite power-up in the game. But we have to utilize it in this level, so whatever, I'll deal with it. We have to use Spring Mario right here to get up to, or get on the top of that gigantic jar, and for some reason, checkerboard gigantic jar for some reason. I don't know why. I noticed that a good amount of things in this game are checkerboard for some reason. I have no idea why. Maybe it's due to textures or something? I don't know. But anyway, guys, let's go into this launch star and head off to the Heavy Metal Mecha Bowser, in air quotes. Again, despite the shell and that metal brace that this robot toy has around his neck, this doesn't look like Bowser at all, but regardless. So basically what we have to do is we're basically destroying this robot. That's basically what we're doing. We're going through the motions and we're basically destroying this robot. Okay, maybe not going through the motions is the right term, but basically we're just, as we're traveling through this level, we are basically destroying different parts of the robot, basically. We didn't exactly destroy his legs, but what we have to do is basically we have to unscrew all of these gigantic screws to open up different parts of the level and destroy different parts of this planet. I keep mixing Galaxy and Planet for some reason. But yeah, pretty simple level. It's not too difficult. Despite the fact that this doesn't look like Bowser at all, I do actually like this part of the level. I think it's very, very interesting, personally. I mean, you're on a giant toy robot, and let's be honest, when you were a little kid, you wanted a toy robot. Let's be honest, you wanted this toy robot. You either had it, or you wanted it, or your friend had it or something, and you were jealous of him. Although, also, for some reason, there's bats on here. I don't know why. It just seems so out of place, but whatever. But anyway, what we have to do here, head up here using a gigantic screw, unscrew it, and it will destroy this arm. You have to get into this launch star quickly before you end up dying because you weren't able to get the launch star in time. Anyway, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting level. Not too difficult. And yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. I'm gonna move on to updates. So in terms of updates, recently I have been working on getting the rest of the Thousand Year Door live stream uploaded onto YouTube. I'm still working on the parts, and I am definitely late to uploading the parts now because the stream it's been around a month since I've done my Thousand Year Door live stream, but I am currently trying to get the parts up now. I'm currently working on part 4, which I'm going to have to do a lot of editing for because I made the mistake of eating during my live stream, which makes me sound incredibly subpar. So I'm going to have to do a lot of editing in terms of that. And there's also a lot of empty space I'm going to have to edit out because in my first Paper Mario Thousand Year Door live stream, like near the end, I just ran out of things to say. So I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on that part. But anyway, we got a regular star. And I believe we're going to head back in and do the second mission of the game. Now, or not the second mission of the game, the second mission of the galaxy. Mario meets Mario. And we're actually going to be heading to an 8-bit styled planet. An 8-bit Mario style planet, which will be shown right here. So we're going to be heading to this planet, and it should be interesting. But anyway, back to my updates. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was going to say that I was originally going to do the secret mission for this level first, but I didn't actually have enough Starbits to actually, because it's a Hungry Luma. It's a Hungry Luma I had to feed to get to this secret star, and I wasn't able to get enough Starbits to get that secret star, so we're going to do the main mission first before we do the secret star, which is something I don't usually do, but whatever, we're going to do it anyway. By the way, for this part of the level, we have to get 5 star chips to bring a launch star back together, or build a launch star back together, whichever term you want to use. Also, this is kind of cool. We use a little screw to screw in a gigantic screw. Screws. Also, speaking of school, can I just say how annoying it is that... Also, okay, I'm going to adjust this because I didn't notice. I kind of blew on the mic a little bit. Before I say anything else, this was the only Luma I was going to feed, but I needed 50 star bits, and I couldn't find enough, so we're going to do the main mission first, like I said. Anyway, back to what I was going to talk about. Does anyone find it annoying about the fact that whenever it's the middle of July, stores, like big name stores like Target and Walmart, for some reason, like to sell back-to-school stuff in the middle of July? I mean, I never freaking got that. Also, for some reason, I missed that star chip. I don't know why, and I kind of got confused about what the last one was, and that was the last one I grabbed, and I didn't see it. Freaking me. Anyway, as I was saying, does anyone find it annoying about the fact that they sell back-to-school stuff really freaking early, like in the middle of the summer? I mean, I never got that. I mean, okay, maybe they did that so people can get their school stuff early, but who's gonna get their school stuff in the middle of July? Unless you're gonna do school in the middle of August or something, which I don't know if some states do that. But unless you're gonna do school really, really early, there's no reason to be selling back-to-school stuff in the middle of July. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand it's just business, and I understand they're just doing it for money, but who gets school stuff in the middle of July? School doesn't start till September. At least it doesn't for me. At least here in my state, it doesn't start till September. So, bleh, what the heck? I don't know. Again, maybe it's because some people get their school stuff early, but yeah, whatever. I don't understand why people would get their school stuff this early. Just wait till freaking August to sell this stuff, because at least it would make kind of sense that you would sell in August, because school is kind of like a few weeks away. Speaking of which, I just gotta say, summer has gone by really, really fast. I don't know if anybody's noticed this. I know a lot of people say this, but summer's gone by really, really freaking fast, and it's kind of scary when you think about it, because it almost feels like a few days ago that I just got out of school. It's gone by that fast, which is kind of insane, but I've still been enjoying my summer, and I will enjoy the rest of the summer that I have left, and hopefully I'll be able to get more updates for you guys. Yeah, I got really confused about where the last star chip was. Again, a star chip that I did clearly see and was clearly on the screen, but for some reason I skipped and missed. I am really stupid sometimes, even though I got straight A's on my report card last semester, but I'm still kind of stupid sometimes. Anyway, come on. Mario, what are you doing? Find that freaking... Oh, what am I doing? Pass out, find that last star chip. Where are you going? You're going the wrong way. Stop it. I'm getting pissed off at my own gameplay. Oh, isn't that great? Okay, now I'm going in the right direction. But not without getting zapped. Come on. Come on, you can do it past me. You can do it. There you go. There you go. You found the last star chip that you could have grabbed earlier, but you didn't. Good job. I'm complaining about myself. Frick. And also, sorry about that. Move my mic up a little bit. There we go. I keep blowing on the microphone. Anyway, and I get zapped again. Thanks, game. And I went the wrong way. I am so derping out right now. Holy frick. I'm completely confused. And for some reason, I stopped. The frick was I? What was I on when I was playing this level? Mario, why aren't you moving? It's a sad day when I'm complaining about my own freaking gameplay. But anyway, guys, we are now finally on this gigantic 8-bit Mario planet, and the basic gist of this part of the level is that you basically have to grab the 5 silver stars. But, as you can see, there are these different platforms. There are 2 types of platforms on this planet. There are the disappearing platforms, which we have seen earlier, and then there are these turning platforms, where when we stand on them, they will start turning. So, you really want to be careful where you step in this level, because if you just end up going all willy-nilly in this level, you might risk yourself dying a good amount of times. So, just be careful with this level, and you should do fine. I guess it's not that hard, but I will say this is kind of foreboding for a later star that's very, very infamous to a lot of people who played Mario Galaxy. That was a voice crack, by the way. I keep doing voice cracks in this Let's Play. But, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is that it's foreboding for a star that's gonna appear later. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the part. And yeah, that basically does it for this episode, guys. Sorry about the post-commentary. I will be going back to live commentary in the next episode. In fact, I've already recorded a couple episodes, so live commentary will return next episode. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please check out my other content. Follow me on Miiverse, Twitter, and Twitch. I keep mixing those things up for some reason. I keep doing them in different orders. But until next time, guys, I'm EpicHole64. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next episode.